We've got this under control.
You're right, Burke. Maybe I have gotten soft. You just keep walking.
Is he trying to out Slater, Christian Slater?
So Edward goes to the old doctor friend he saw earlier to see if he's discovered anything about the Jesse Ventura guy.
Why the hell was he trying to kill me?
This might have something to do with it. Never seen this kind of symbiosis before. This must be why his entire nervous system was compromised.
If by compromised you mean invincible!
Scanner's still giving a rating.
What?
Well, it appears you have one too. Oh, we got a cutscene. I'll tell you later. Guy.
So we see that Professor Guy apparently has been keeping some of these monsters for himself, taking their blood and injecting it into his own. What does this have to do with the story? Nothing.
That's good MacGuffin.
The man who attacked me yesterday was...
Shut up!
I found in
Good lord, he can monologue about anything! I was on my way to get my prostate checked.
I suddenly realized I forgot to TiVo Lost.
Why the hell was I in Star Trek 6?
But his monologuing doesn't last long as he's interrupted by Aileen dropping by his place. Well, perhaps she's come to share some info or figure out why he lied about being dead, or... maybe she's just a whore.
Well, but, I mean, what kind of woman acts like this? Just breaks into your home and starts making out with you. Granted, I wish more women acted like that, but this is really pushing it.
Maybe she left her keys inside his mouth and can only get it out with her tongue.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
In fact, how come there's no narration here? Don't you think this would be an interesting spot to have a monologue?
I couldn't believe this chick. I mean, she just broke into my home and started doing me.
Maybe it's that new Axe body spray, or the fact that I started bathing again.
Why the hell was I in Star Trek 6?
Seems all the pieces fit together.
Oh, is that what you call what we just did? I mean, I slapped you after we hugged. You don't even want to know what I'm going to do after we had sex. Cha.
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 Uh-oh, Uwe Boll's turning the light switch on and off again, which must mean there's danger nearby.
Stay there.
I'll bravely abandon you so you can fend for yourself.
So they're approached by more people with compromised nervous systems, but luckily their magic glowing bullets hurt them now.
Zua, motherfucker! Zua, you a-hole!
How many more are there?
Oh great, the whole fight scene is shot in the dark so you can't see the action. Luckily Dorf and the gang try again to save the day.
How do they even know these guys are evil? They could have been innocent civilians who just wandered in. Whoa! It's all these flashing lights! Oh, not radical. Time for on science!
Pizza delivery!
James! Get that! What? He didn't even hit her! I mean, look at it! It goes right above her head! Was the shock that somebody was trying to kill her just too much for her to handle?
Actually think about it, that gunshot was computer generated, so the director actually had to say in post-production make sure that shot doesn't hit her.
It's like he's taunting us with how bad he is. Like he can post anything he wants and yet somehow he'll still stay rich. Only in America.
And yet ironically, with a German.
What the hell's going on here?
I got a feeling this is just the beginning.
How long is this movie?
This movie has a talent for somehow having too much plot and yet no plot at all.
That's funny, man.
So they put together that all the nasty monsters and zombie people are coming from this one cave or mine or something. So they load up and get ready to go snooping around.
Wait for my command! We've got 3 perimeters of flashlight set up, Gatling gun sets of electromagnetic motion tracking, and every available agent in the vicinity is here, but command...
Look, I don't care what you have to do.
I do love just random yelling.
Look at this place. We need more.
All right, you got it. I want full perimeter around this situation. Hard target search. I need everyone.
I gotta have more cowbell.
So everybody suits up and guards the cave to make sure no monsters or zombie folk can break in. And it's probably a bad thing to mention that every single one of these soldiers has just 2 days left before retirement.
So about the next 10 minutes of film is pretty much just our heroes roaming through Big Thunder Mountain here. Padding, 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 padding. Hey look, a wall! That's different!
Hello.
See, that's what happens when you go up against Sub-Zero.
So as you'd imagine, a bunch more of those HR Geiger droppings attack the soldiers.
But that doesn't stop our heroes from still snooping around.
I don't think we're supposed to be here.
You're an idiot.
What? John, lay down, lay down. Relax, everything's gonna be fine.
Well, she's a goner.
Shoot it? Shoot it? Try shooting it, guys! Yeah, she's dead now. Thanks a lot, Bureau 713's finest.
You guys, check this out. It's a warning. It says once you make it down here alive, you're already dead.
But if you come down here dead, you'll become alive.
Yeah, but if you're half dead and half alive, then you might have a better chance of getting fixed.
But then again,
Of
if
course,
you're
there
half
are
dead or half alive,
zombie
Guys,
like
put
that,
a
maybe
special
there's a
red
chance to
over
put
on
a
stars
simple
if you want to
man
hang out
and
hard,
you
but if
back.
you're a
See
lead
the
star,
red
the
flag
Spock
bring
right
it
away
back,
gets
get
down on the
fixed,
pigeon
and
of
you
planet and
expose them
Spock
to the
gets
sun.
up.
Come on, let's move.
Hey, wait a minute, she tilted her head up. Play that again.
Oh, what is with that? How do you get away with that? I guess Steven Dorff was right. She really would be okay.
Nobody associated with this movie is okay.
So the GI schmoes work their way into a dark laboratory where they make an astonishing discovery.
713. He implanted us with those things.
We've been trying to stop something. They created the whole time. My guys are dying out there for nothing. For fucking nothing! God damn it!
Rainbow Dash.
Oh, you do that thing.
I'm acting. I like to wear women's clothing. I like to wear...
Now it says if you made it to this door, you weren't intimidated by the other door.
The answers I've been looking for my whole life could be on the other side of this thing.
Some doors are meant to stay shut.
Yeah, like the DVD case to this movie.
I spent 20 years looking for the key for that door. Does this place bring back memories, Carly? You were my last failure here. If you hadn't escaped, 713 would never have shut down my experiments.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for you pesky kids! Ruh-roh! Ow, and that mangy dog!
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
So Dorff does a perfect underhanded throw to the guy's chest. So then they open the door and find that all sorts of monsters are there ready to meet the world. They decide the only logical thing to do is what all people with explosives do. Explode things. So Dorff sacrifices himself, don't ask, he just does, as Edward and Aileen get out through a back way that leads, coincidentally, back to the orphanage.
Wait a minute, it was night a second ago, now it's day. That makes no sense.
What do you know? Haven't you heard of suspension of disbelief?
So now with the monsters blown up, everything is fine, right? No! For it turns out some other group of monsters that was never explained or shown to us attacked the city while they were fighting in the cave, resulting in a complete evacuation of the entire city, all in one night! Wow! That's a lot to buy, movie! That is a lot to buy!
One night. They evacuated the city in one night.
And you know what makes it really tragic is that everyone in the city had just 2 days left till retirement.
Shut up.
And on top of that, didn't those monsters just do a dandy cleanup job? I mean, wow, there's not a speck of debris or drop of blood on the ground. These are the cleanest of Hell's demonic minions ever.
And just when you thought this movie couldn't possibly rip off any other famous horror films, tell me what this reminds you of. Watch Evil Dead much?
So that was Uwe Ball's Alone in the Dark. How does it fare up? Horrible!
God-awful!
Deplorable.
I can see why this guy is called the next Ed Wood. His stories make no sense, there's no originality, the plot holes are just gigantic, and on top of all that, it has nothing to do with the game it was based on.
There, it's over. Now leave.
Oh, come on, I got all these other Uwe Boll movies we can watch, like House of the Dead.
Remember to buy Revolution of the Mask.
Why, what about Dungeon Siege?
Hey, you leave him alone!
Well, if you want to watch some hot chicks, I got Blood Rain. Blood Rain 2?
5.
5!
Why you gotta be so mean? We can watch Seed. That's it, Critic. It's on now.
I'm the nostalgic critic. I remember it so you don't have to.